Hello and welcome to Taurus Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Taurus, okay? So this is for anybody who has any planet or anything in their chart under Taurus. If you do, great. If not, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. And if you are a cross watcher, I welcome you with open arms because heaven knows I was a cross watcher for many a video myself. So I get you and I got you. Now, I will mention the decks I use as I use them, and they will be in the description box below if anything. Alright, so with that being said, let's get started. I have started your reading. I had to stop midway, and so I'm going to, I'm not going to already mention the cards that came out, but I will mention them later as I'm reading, right? So now I'm going to pick up where I left off, basically, because let's not waste time. So what am I doing? I'm just clarifying at this point. And firstly, okay, my tarot cards are Radleigh Valentine Fairy Tarot deck, and the Oracle deck I use is the Froud's Fairy Oracle. Alright, so now you have a Prince of Spring. I haven't clarified yet, so please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week by clarifying the Prince of Spring in the upright. So, please, angels and guides, what are we getting? We are getting Mickle a Muckle, clarifying that. Mickle a Muckle, as well as, Mickle, right, as well as honesty and Iris of the Rainbow, haha, and himself. I'll just add that in too. Yeah. Now, for the last set, which is the fourth set, okay, you have the King of Autumn, the Princess of Spring, and the Chariot. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses, please come forward and share why these cards are here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Tauruses, why are these cards all here bunched up together? And we have Ecstasis, yeah, with the Oakman, as well as Lattice Moon's Daughter. Yeah. And Luathos the Wild, one with the Cloud, as well as the Guardian at the Gate, and the Maiden, and Topsy Turbits. Okay, now let me place my stuff. Yeah, okay, so we are going to start this reading. Yeah. So, the first card you guys got out is the Justice card pointing towards the right. Now, cards pointing towards the right, to me, mean that they are happening quickly or they're happening in the future. How deep a future, I have no clue, but if you continue doing what you've been doing up to this point, it will definitely come to pass. Now, the Justice card talks of take the time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end. Fair and an objective decision. And the reason why, well, then the card at the bottom of the deck was the Five of Spring. So that which you will gain, you will win, will be that you will win in an argument. I mean, it could be a petty argument, but it could be, it's just an argument, you know, between friends, between children. So it's not a very serious argument as I can see. Then, at the bottom of the deck, you have opposing goals arising from differing opinions, feeling at odds with yourself or others, overly ambitious people. So basically, the people you're around are just a little too hot-headed, especially that we're talking about spring, and spring represents wands, and wands is the element of fire. Right? So now that gets hot as hell. Yeah. Now the cards clarifying that, okay, are Los Cunas. Hop, hop, hop. I did the hop, hop, hop because she has like frog legs, so she's hopping along, right? But oddly enough, Los Cunas talks of discovery of self, sunken treasure, and adventure. So you're going on an adventure in yourself to figure out what you need to like surpass this situation, and in order to win it, you know, because they say that you cannot solve a problem with the mentality that created the problem in the first place. So you have to go away, get a third point of view perspective, and then come back and fix the problem, right? And I feel like the issue might be that you're having a little, well, because this is the Five of Spring, and the Five of Spring is like, you see two children, yes, the words aren't coming out. Two children bickering over something. What? We have no idea, but they're whacking each other with flowers. So it can't be that serious, right? It just can't. It looks more like a tussle than anything else. So I feel like this is a issue that you're having with a friend of yours or with like a sibling. It's not very deep. It's something that in 5 minutes it's going to be already forgotten. 5 minutes or like a week, depending on how pissed off they are, is what I'm saying. And that going within and discovering yourself will allow you to understand the nature of your nature, understanding the nature of nature, natural wisdom, natural magic. So understanding your nature and understanding your magic, how that happens, and also understanding what you need to do to tap into magic, right, with a CK. Because the magic with a C is just the thing that they show to entertain you, but the magic with the CK is like real magic, like real earthly magic, like natural magic. It's like holy shiznit type of thing, right? And once you understand all of that, understand how to take yourself out of the situation in order to be able to look at it from a third eye perspective and be able to go above and beyond and be like, I'm above all this. Well, not in those certain terms, because that might be more of a pissing people off than anything else, which will work against what it is you want to accomplish. So, well, once you get over the fact that you are in this situation that is kind of annoying, you will be able to elevate yourself and be like, hey, I don't need to partake in this bickering. I don't. Because you have went through a trial, you have arrived to a new level. You're like, please, I am not lessering myself to this level because I'm better. Of course, you're not going to say that to people, because then you'll make them feel like you intentionally think that you are better than them. That is not the case. You are at the case is you are at a different point in time, my Tauruses. Basically, you have matured much more than they have, is what I'm getting. Okay? Then you have the Nine of Cups, well, the Nine of Summer in this deck, which is the Nine of Cups, pointing towards the left. Right? Which means that, well, Nine of Summer says, wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, the magical time of life. And I've got a very specific thing, very specific message at this point, which was, okay, that you are envisioning yourself winning already. You are envisioning yourself. Because that is the way that you can be certain that you will win, is if you like impress it upon your subconscious that you have already won. And if your subconscious believes that nothing can stop you. Nothing. Alright? I hope I made that pretty clear. With those 3 notes, or 4, I can't remember. In any case, now once you instill it in your subconscious mind that this is what you want and this is what you can do, and so when you reprogram that little bugger there, you will tap into the active principle with the He of the Fairy Sword. You will also tap into your spiritual will. You're like, darn it, I'm gonna make this happen. So buzz off. And when you tap into your spiritual will, nothing can stand in your way. You will be just, because this is justice protection, you will be protected. Okay? You will. The reason why you'll be protected is because you found the order of things. You figured out that, hey, if I reprogram my subconscious mind, which Joe Dispenza talks a lot about, if you're interested, if I do that, I might get closer to it. But there's one thing that you need to know in reprogramming your subconscious mind. It takes time. You have to become, well, first of all, any change takes time, okay? So think minimum 30, maximum 60 days, okay? That is the minimum and maximum that you must stick to it, alright? And so the reason why is that your brain hates change. Hates it. It demands a shit ton of work. Excuse my language. It demands a lot of work that it does not feel like putting towards stuff that it doesn't need to think about. Your brain likes to be on autopilot. Okay? And when you are on autopilot, life gets boring AF. I'm just saying. So just keep that in mind. That is why you see a lot of people who tend to get ahead, constantly learn new things, because at least that way your mind stays fresh, stays active, and all that stuff. I'm going to write down subconscious mind because we talked of that. Hashtag. Mind. Hashtag Joe Dispenza. Yeah. And now, at the very end, it talks about Arval Parrot. And Arval Parrot talks of communication. Now, communication, okay, this is basically saying one of the ways that you can reprogram your mind is by utilizing affirmations. I personally adore affirmations, okay? I do. I really do. But affirmations take work and they take time because you are reprogramming your mind. And reprogramming your mind takes years. Well, not true. It takes months. A month or months, okay? Minimum 1, maximum 2, okay? To start the ball rolling, because you need to get like 1 win, 2 wins, 3 wins to show yourself that you can do it. Because if you're not diligent in this, it will fall flat on its face. And usually people, me included, this was me before my accident, it would be like, wait, where is my manifestation? Where is what I want? Why can't I change fast enough? Right? When it doesn't happen the next day. These things take time because your brain is slow and moving. I mean, I can talk from experience because I have been through a traumatic brain injury, okay, and I need to rewire my brain multiple times in the past 10 years, almost 13, and it takes a ton of effort. Now, I'm not saying that in the sense of don't do this. I'm saying that in a sense of get ready. This is work. But it is work that will pay off. You will not even believe. big payoff at the end of it. Okay? Now, next card is the Prince of Spring. Now, the Prince of Spring is a very charming, self-confident, passionate, and restless individual. It says, immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage, a passionate relationship. So, you are attracting or becoming this individual, right? Yes. And the reason why you're becoming this individual is because you are appreciative for all the little things that come into your life, right? And these are all the little wins, all the little things like you see. Okay, I'll give you one little win. You hear a bird chirp outside your window. That is a win. That is the universe saying, here you go. Have a smile. Love what you're listening to and be appreciative for it. Well, not be appreciative for it, but here's something you're gonna love. A little bird singing on the windowsill. That is something to be appreciative for, right? That is. Well, I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. That is something to be appreciative for. Point blank. Then you also have honesty. And by being honest about all the things that came to you that day and all the things that you're appreciative for, okay, you will reprogram your mind to becoming more appreciative instead of being more of the being negative most of the time, because that is how society has made us be, right? Instead of being a negative Nelly or negative all the time, all right? We will start slowly but surely coming back to, well, wait a minute, I like this. This is fun. This is coming to me. I attracted this in my life. Okay, so I got one little win. One little win. I'm going to concentrate on this little win for me to feel, so that I can feel better about my life experience at this moment. Right? And when you make that a new habit, nothing can stop you from getting to what you want. And I'm telling you this because I went through this myself. And because no one told me, no one pinpointed these things to me, it took years. It took years. Damn, if I knew what I knew back, if I knew then what I knew now, I would be so much better off. Okay? Yes. What am I talking about? I'm talking about how appreciative I am now because I have a life experience to back up what I'm saying. And Iris of the Rainbow talks of hope and promise for the future. So this little tidbit of information might be your hope and promise for the future. Now that I've told you how this shit is going down. Okay? Next, you have himself. Now, himself talks of natural law, life force, shamanic powers, and magic. So, basically, if you understand how life operates, if you understand how to get natural law to be in your corner, things will move much, much, much smoother for you. Alright? Yeah. And I'm joking around, so don't take me seriously. Why you fall? As I said, don't take me seriously. Now, the first card of the fourth set, alright, is the King of Autumn. Now, the King of Autumn is a very compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, gifted individual. It says, be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything going your way, a good person or company to work for. Yeah. So, by you being appreciative for what you already have, you are attracting in your reality, how should I say this? You are attracting more of what you want in your reality, which will make you even happier. Which is why this card is out, because this is the Princess of Spring. Now, the Princess of Spring is a very optimistic, enthusiastic, creative, and energetic individual. This card says it's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizons. Let your creativity take flight. Yes. With your butterfly wings. Now, don't mind me. Right? So, basically,
And I feel like this card is talking more down the line. It's not just a week now, we're talking months, we might even be talking years, which was the case in mine, which was my case, because I did not have someone to point me in the right direction. Okay, so patience, it will come. Next, once all of this has, culminated and made more sense to you, you will be able to tap into the Chariot energy. Okay, and the Chariot energy, which is a Cancer card, by the way, okay, says success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments, being in the spotlight, seeing as you have been able to be more open and be more appreciative of what is coming, more is actually coming to you, which is amazing. Okay, now the cards clarifying that are ecstasis, which means that you will be tapping into ecstasy, joy, rapture, and motivation once you come to grips with the fact that you, just by being happier and just by concentrating on the right stuff and just by reprogramming your mind, okay, for minimum 30 to 60 days, can start attracting everything that you've wanted, right? And that being able to attract what it is you want is actually bringing you much joy and happiness, right? Ecstasy, joy, rapture, motivation. You are totally, with all these little wins, you are now motivated to do more. That is basically how it works. You get a little win and you're like, ooh, I like this. I'm going to get a bigger win next, and a bigger win next, and a bigger win next, and a bigger win next. Just saying. Next, you have the Sage. Now, the Sage talks of strength, ancient wisdom, and depth. I feel like in this particular situation, this is talking about experience. This is referring to experience. Experience that you would only get with having done something. So, like I mentioned, when you get more wins, you'll be like, your brain is going to be addicted to the chemicals that it is producing. Did you know that your brain actually produces drugs? Natural, drugs that are regulated for you to stay sane. So if you know how to tap into these things, you will be surprised at how amazing your brain will feel. How amazing you will feel just by knowing what buttons to push, right? And what places to get to. Next you have Lattice, Moon's daughter. Now Lattice talks of light cast and shadow, spiritual guidance, illumination, and riddles. So what seemed like riddles to you beforehand now seems like clear guidance, illumination, movement forward. All great things. Oh my gosh. Then you have Luathos the Wild, which talks of order which talks of balance. So by listening to your spiritual guidance or your spiritual guides, you are definitely tapping into the order of things. And when I say spiritual guides, I just mean your intuition at this point, or people, or clues, or anything. But whenever you discover, whatever you notice in your day, that is a sign. Just saying. Now the next card is the Guardian at the Gate. Now the Guardian at the Gate, okay, talks of passage to new life, openings, gatekeepings. Aha. So you have completed a cycle, basically, and now you are moving forward. And because you are moving into a new cycle, that will feel like it's a new auspicious beginning, because holy shiznit, you worked a ton for this, and now you're ready for something new. And the new thing is gonna happen, but just be patient and don't worry, because new things wear off kind of fast until you get used to you get your bearings, and they're like, holy shit, there's new stuff I have to learn. That's basically what a baby does. Learns a ton of new stuff. It's like, yay, I'm alive, and I'm happy. But then they learn stuff.
and then they have to learn things. And you're like, oh, do I have to? But if you look at it from a baby's perspective, a baby wants to learn everything it can because that is what's going to help it to operate in this world and survive. But you see, we kind of forget that little perspective a little too soon sometimes. And that is why we need to shift our perception and be like, okay, I need to view everything as a whole new beginning. So that I need to view things as a baby, so that I can come to everything with a fresh new look as if I was the fool, right? Because the fool is not the maiden. The fool has had experiences, but starts off on new adventures as if they were new. So that's the difference between you and the maiden. Now, you are going to approach this more like the fool, which means it's a whole new beginning. You're looking forward to learning new things and all those stuff, whatever. And you are looking forward to it because you've changed your viewpoint about new things. Because new things are what is going to keep you young at heart. Okay? My gorgeous Tauruses, that is what I have for you guys this week. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment because I adore comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous Tauruses, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye!